Hello guys, welcome back to my video. Jamo here, bringing you the next instalment of my BPL review series. And this week, it's Everton versus Sunderland. Now, obviously, the Tyneside teams from Tyneside featured in this series for 3 weeks on the trot now. And it just seems to be getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm hoping next time out it will change up. But although the feature game is Everton versus Sunderland, it's primarily focusing on Everton and primarily how well they played, especially the front three in Kone, Lukaku, and Delafeu. But this is one of the two games played on Sunday, and Everton ran Sunderland absolutely ragged. Hence why they won the game 6-2. The game. I think it was the goal that sealed. I think Kone's hat trick. The pass from Lukaku with the outside of his left foot. Amazing ball that was. And then Delafeu up to Lukaku for one of his goal. That was another fantastic ball as well. Fantastic. I just couldn't. I was just amazed at how well Everton have played. They obviously. I think what did they do last time at Everton? Everton, I think they. Everton went to Arsenal last time out away and won. Lost, sorry, 2-1. So this 6-2 result was a massive one for Everton and Roberto Martinez mainly. To try and. Everton haven't been bad this season. They've been doing all right. This result gives them an added boost that they need. Obviously Sunderland won the Tyneside derby last time out 3-0, played very, very well, and it was just another turning circle for them. As their defence just crumbled totally on the day, and another day that blew with another different result. But hats off to Everton, Delafeu, Lukaku, and Kone, especially getting that phenomenal result. But we'll get on to the fixtures at the end. But Everton, I think, can hopefully build on this phenomenal result of theirs. In terms of the other games that were played on Sunday, Southampton played Bournemouth at home. The first meeting of the two South Coast sides in the Premier League. It ended 2-0 to Southampton. Davis and Pella getting the two goals. Davis, and it was well taken. Davis's goal, especially, was a very well taken team goal. Southampton obviously finished in their highest position last season. I'm sure they will be going for that again this season. They've been absolutely fantastic. Obviously, came to Chelsea, won. They've been on a nice run recently, and Ronald Koeman, I still think he's the right man for the Southampton job, despite recent links of him going to the managed the Netherlands national side, as they obviously haven't qualified for next summer's Euros in France. Found it out at the weekend. But Southampton are absolutely phenomenal at the moment, just like Leicester, who we'll get on to in a moment. But a fantastic result for Southampton. Bournemouth, I feel for them, they're going to be in a massive relegation battle this season. Could they pull off what Leicester did last season? You never know. But I reckon I just need to really. Okay, I've got Callum Wilson out injured, who provides the goals, and the others need to as well, in Glenn Murray and Josh King, who does what Callum Wilson can do basically. Glenn Murray, obviously being a bit older, doesn't really want to run in behind. So good performance by Southampton. Bournemouth, I think, need to improve, as we all know, but when they get their key players back, I'm sure they will. Monday night, there was a game. Tottenham versus Aston Villa. The game ended 3-1 to Spurs. goals from Dembele, Ali, and Kane for Spurs, and then Jordan Ayew for Aston Villa scoring in and amongst all that. The game, I couldn't tell you. I don't watch the Monday night games. I don't even know what happens in the Monday night games unless I watch the highlights on the BBC Sport website, which never happens. Let's be honest, never happens. But it appeared to be another good win and another good performance for Harry Kane, who, as you can see, is obviously getting into his stride this season. By the looks of it on Twitter and Facebook, that Dele Alli's goal was pretty good as well, by the sounds of it as well. So, you know, another fantastic win for Spurs. Obviously, the Europe is next week, and hopefully, I'm sure Spurs will be looking to make some progress there, get some more goals down the back of the net, hopefully get a win. On to the games played on the Saturday, the early kickoff, the massive one, Chelsea versus Liverpool. Obviously, the first meeting between these two sides in the Premier League and in England, obviously. I don't even know if they've actually met at all, team-wise, like gone head-to-head in a match at all. But unfortunately, it ended, from my point of view, it ended Liverpool 3, Chelsea 1. And Ramirez gave us a lovely lead in the first 4 minutes, and I thought, here we go, this is going to be a good game, this is going to be a win for us. But Coutinho pounced on the brink of half time, and then a brace from Coutinho and Benteke in the second half sealed the win for Liverpool. But hats off to Liverpool, they played phenomenally well. And Liverpool again, the 3 goals we conceded were down to 3 poor defensive mistakes. You know, obviously people are now wondering, okay, is Mourinho the right man for the job? Is he going to be sacked in the next week or two, the next month or two? But for me, you know, like they've been saying in the media, getting rid of Mourinho would be absurd, and I totally agree. I mean, we've got Dynamo Kiev in the Champions League at home in the week, so we can hopefully pick up a win there. But like I say, Liverpool bounced back very well, very well. Played very well in the second half. Coutinho, second man of the match for sure. But you know, it happens really, doesn't it? You know, Chelsea not having the best of seasons. They need to improve, I think. I mean, recently in the last week, obviously Mourinho's future has been speculated and all the rest of it, and people have been saying that, well, that Ancelotti could come back, AVB could come back, and I'm just sitting here thinking, if that happens, I will not be happy for sure. Okay, Mourinho, I won't be happy, but if they bring AVB back, or if they bring Ancelotti back, then I won't be happy. Yeah, Ancelotti then had a successful time in his reign at the club back in 2010 and 2011, respectively. But Mourinho, for me, is the right man for the job. For me, simple as. Going on to the other games played on Saturday, Palace 0, Manchester United 0. Game of very low number of chances. And the draw, the 0-0 draw, for me was the right result. So, Manchester City 2, Norwich 1. The goal, I mean, okay, yes, City top of the league and in form. Obviously got the Silva and Aguero out injured at the moment, but still managed to pick up the win with goals from Toure from the penalty spot and Bonnie, I believe. Yeah, I mean, the goal that Norwich scored, obviously Norwich are in a bit of a slump themselves right now, but the goal that they scored was through a mistake made by Joe Hart, and definitely ended up in a tap-in for Cameron Jerome. But obviously, the penalty that I mentioned from Yaya Toure, it was clear. That was a clear-cut penalty, and City got that win through that penalty kick. and maintain their position up the top of the league, along with Arsenal, who we'll also get onto in a minute. Newcastle 0, Stoke 0 at St James's Park. Another one of those games where very little chances. Inevitably just set the score, the final score basically. And I think a draw was the right result on that one too. Swansea lost at home to Arsenal 3-0. Obviously, Arsenal sitting pretty in the top two, along with Manchester City, and obviously along with Manchester City, they are the informed team. They are doing very, very well. Three very nice goals by Arsenal, got the win that they deserved, and I think title-wise this season, it's Manchester City or Arsenal, definitely. But at the moment, it's City or Arsenal. But by February, March time, that could all change. But Arsenal doing very well at the moment. They should up their game in the Champions League now. It's Bayern in the week, and I'm sure they'll be good. Watford played West Ham. West Ham, obviously, before the game, sitting in the top six and high flying. But Watford just scored two great goals through Garlo and got the win that they needed. Watford obviously having a little bit of a struggle themselves, needed a win, got the win, and they've obviously climbed the table because of it. And the final game, West Bromwich Albion against Leicester, a game that ended 3-2 in Leicester's favour. What am I doing on the goal? There it is, right. Yeah, so Rondon gave West Brom the lead in the first 30 minutes, and then in the second half, Leicester pounced back. Mahrez and Vardy in particular. Mahrez getting two goals, Mahrez got two normal goals from open play, and then Vardy scoring in his 8th straight Premier League game. I'm going to put him in my fantasy league team this week for sure. He's in my fantasy team already. Probably, I don't know what I was talking there. But in the 84th minute, Lambert tried to salvage a point for West Brom from the penalty spot. Scored it obviously, but by then it was 3-2. And game over. And obviously Leicester have been very impressive recently. Vardy in particular, Mahrez just coming back, and Vardy is just amazing. Obviously next month, in the next week or so, England take on France and Spain in a couple of pre-tournament friendlies, if you like, for the Euros. And I'd like to see Jamie Vardy going into that team and starting again. But a fantastic result for Leicester. In terms of the fixtures that are coming up in the Premier League this weekend, just briefly, going to go through them. Bournemouth have Newcastle in the early kickoff. Leicester versus Watford at 3 o'clock. Manchester United West Brom. Norwich Swansea, sorry. Sunderland versus Southampton. West Ham versus Everton. Stoke versus Chelsea at 5:30. Then on Sunday there's 3 games. Aston Villa at home to Manchester City. Arsenal versus Tottenham, a massive London derby there. And then Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. So, thank you very much for watching this episode, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode of this series next week. See you later.